This VOD was streamed on twitch.tv/ShamanthaPlays. If you want more, go over there and give me a follow. Hello. Oh, why am I angry? There we go. Hello, hello. Happy Stream Tuesday. I actually don't know if I'm gonna stick to Tuesday for streaming, but I am sticking to it today because I want to stream on Thursday and it seemed like a good day. What's up, gang? Hello if you're watching this as a VOD. I really should edit out the pre-stream waiting thing when it comes to my VODs. Anyway, hello. Today we're playing a game called Tavern Talk. I'm really excited to play this game because I've been following the devs on TikTok for a while. I think even for like months, maybe even like a year before the game came out. I don't know how long they've been making content, but I remember it being like a while before the game came out. I've been following them on TikTok because I just really love the premise. It kind of reminds me of the game Coffee Talk. I don't know if it's inspired. I never really looked into it, but it's a similar premise, except Coffee Talk is more, contemporary, city vibes, while Tavern Talk is like full on fantasy, like it's a tavern instead of a coffee shop. And I didn't know this until like I checked the game yesterday, but it has like Twitch integration. So Velicho, if you're the only person here, you can vote for what dialogue option I pick. I think by typing 1 or 2 in the chat when dialogue options come up. Obviously other people can do it too, but once I start the game. Let's switch over. For some reason, every time that I share that I'm live, random people add me and send me direct messages. Nothing happened because the game's not open yet, Velicho. But like at the start of every stream, I always get randoms adding me. I guess that's just what happens when you advertise. Let me switch over to the game. There we go. I hope the chat won't be too much of a block. I'll see if I can fix that once the game gets going. But here we go. I think I've tried playing through the intro of this once, and I made one drink and then uninstalled it because I was busy playing a different game. So I might know the intro. See, I have an autosave. We're deleting that. So we're creating a new save. Pronoun she, her.
Once upon a time in a world far, far away, in a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern.
Oh, look at the little... There was a dragon wing vein.
A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to
Hold on,
fill,
I think
I
of
know.
PNG tubers. Sensitivity. So
Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
my PNG tuber sensitivity is a little crazy right now. Okay. There we go. Oh, this is so cute. Hello, fellow elf. Hiya, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes. Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. I don't think that's how mushrooms work. I don't know if you can replant a mushroom. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Or a mushroom mimic. Okay, clearly I was misinformed. Maybe a gnome? Did it? No. But I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts: walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh, rough. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? It 100% does, Fable. No, I think that counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh, no, 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 no. I have a sensitive stomach. I don't like chili. I don't think chilies would help very much. I have no words. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Ah, oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. You know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Oh, there, Twitch integration. Now you can type 1 or 2, and I think the percentage will show up. Does this button do? Ooh. Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. Ah, I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, and what is singing if not telling a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest, and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Hi, Abstract by Brayden. I remember you from last time. Hi! Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. Ooh, does this have music? Oh, I'm not gonna sing. I wish to be a hero slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. I think I have to press the play button, and then you can type. There, see? That sounds like a good song opening to me. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Oh, nice segue into gameplay. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. On the contrary, young Miss Fable, I think country music in particular is proof that you have an unlimited amount of songs that you can write about stuff you can buy at a bar. I wouldn't mind the jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual. Alright. That means a swift strike. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's your favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather-like nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. If I don't get to matchmake this woman with a nymph at some point during this game, what's the point? Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Well, that's what I'm saying. There's some things happening. Both? Alright. But mostly I want the swift strike. Message received. Alright, teach me how to make this drink. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long that I still don't know about how you make new drinks. Could you show me? Yes, I need the tutorial. Nobody can vote to say no. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron? Or summon a familiar? How do you summon a familiar? Just follow me. Alright. Oh! Andu! Look at that guy. Look at his eyes. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they order, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log, just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked for me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial. So I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the chalkboard. You can either erase it with a sponge or pick a different recipe. 5 bottles to the right. Dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, charisma. Classic D&D attributes. I think this dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess around, I can simply feed the mistakes to Andu. Oh, these little guys are trash can. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with all the magical details. Just try making a drink. Okay, I'm Fable right now. So, with the journal, draw this on the chalkboard. And alright, that's okay, it lights up there on the left. So let's pour some of this. Oh, okay, very tactile. I have to hold, and there we go, perfect. Just a little bit of this, there we go. A little bit of intelligence. A little bit of that. Did I fuck it up? I think I fucked it up. I did fuck it up already. Oh, okay, it undoes one bit at a time. That's cool. Okay. There we go. Frosted Lagoon? Did I pick the wrong one? I did pick the wrong one. Maybe I'm an idiot. This is why you can't read. This is why I can't read. Proof I can't read. Oh, I can miss his mouth? That's just more things to mop. Alright, dexterity. All the way up there. There we go. Then a little bit of intelligence. And then a little bit of con. There we go. Swift strike. Press the bell. It comes out in a little bottle. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you drew of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe. But how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes. I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. Ooh. Ooh, mama, who's that? How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. I'm gonna be so real. I picked this game for DM practice because I just impulsively agreed to the DM a one-shot for some of my friends. And I'm rusty on the voices. Spoken heart. I am reading the drink names this time. So that's charisma. All the way up to the top. There we go. One of, I think that's constitution. And then strength. Spoken heart. This should be digestible. Maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Oh, he just left. Alright, man. Bye. Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours? Someone else's? Mine? Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes? No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? Oh, your little face. I think so. Yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventure start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You are the most exciting part of my day. I think that's day one. Oh. Oh, is there a nighttime phase? Ooh. Oh, I love this character design. Look at the red rim light there. It's gorgeous. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. Carolyn? Kierlin. Carolyn. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Carolyn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Ooh, there's nothing on there, I think. Ugh, no. No quests for me. But I may have one for you. Or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tregerin, terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart. The whole program. A werewolf? It's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one almost a decade, and I was far south in Erove. Erove? Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah. That just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. You know, alright. Which one are you, Innkeep? Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I was Team Jacob. I was Team Jacob as a teenager. But I think that's changed over time. I am not the girl I was at 14. Sure, I'll say Team Vampire. Ah, you into the fangs, are you? An innkeeper never tells. You little rascal, I like you. Just as tall as what? Felicio. I don't think either vampires or... Okay. I thought you were saying that I was as tall or as short as a vampire or a werewolf. Likewise, what about you? Vampires. Why? The wolves too close to my king, and yeah, I'd rather stay away from them. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Wouldn't feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, and before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, it's Southern Werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me. Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Lynn. It's not that hard either, Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Ooh. Uh, I feel like Care and Lynn is a little feeling close. We're not close with you. You're a stranger. Go full name. Alright, Chief. You got a name or is it just Inkeep? Just Inkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Inkeep, before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course! What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. Of course not, Carolyn. Let's see what my handy-dandy notebook has for you. Sparkling Nebula Southern Brawler. Let's pour us that strength. Perfect. And one of that. And then one of that. Perfect. I fear I don't have any more voices in me. A drink with 0 water, as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking till I do, will ya? No. At least we're a nosy bartender. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Yeah, that is quite a pickle. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west. Might as well humor her. Do the rumors go here, or do they go somewhere? Oh! Oh, I can move them around. A banshee. A werewolf. Vulkakin. Okay. That's what her kind are called. And undead snails. Infusions? Ooh, that's a map. Where are we? I think we were in the Northern Republic when they... Oh, there we go. That's where we are. The Ashen Grove's over there. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's much use digging up the past. It's just gonna open old wounds, open old wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts and you've everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ended it. Ooh, she angry. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors from me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups, but sure. For more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. No, I do not. Do I stick them on the board? Tutorial. Fine. I guess I got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. This is where you sort... Oh, this is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. Think the match in snippets. Okay. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Or else you'll end up confusing the adventurers. Okay. Got it. Thanks for the help, Carolyn. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. First thing there. Carolyn, werewolf, and secret. There we go. Day 2. Prelude to Bravery, 58th of the Wake. I think you can pet the trash can as well, like Twitch chat can. I think it's exclamation point pet and do. Hey Fable, what do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Trigane. Trigarin? Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday. Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who's good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest? Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. And have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf. Which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And then what if I try to shoot it with my silver arrow? I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yeah? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe? I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I! Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water, more slime, bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Maybe you'll be able to add bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up off the forest floor? I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic, Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting, but every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what would happen, my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might be for orange juice. Might? Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident, or my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra, or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. This poor girl. She's just going through it. 3. Because I'm unlucky. Oh no. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out of the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. I'd get caught in it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had just been once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just like last week, I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the Weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness in the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. Ooh, we can ask more things. Let me just pick. Yes, the Marie Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure, the chance to finally escape from my daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was underway, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night, and the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tregerin recommended me. I'm never gonna get used to that name. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure! Yay! I was so excited and so very, very nervous. So of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people! Seasoned adventures! One stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before, but this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. So, for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Marie Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Same. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when they reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in an adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have left them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. Well, just the day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all of what I was about to say. So I set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits, then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things are as changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest! Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answers, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Wood-halves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. Adventures don't come tied up in a neat, mistakeless bow. Your mistakes are part of your story, Fable, no matter how hard you try, and shame yourself for them. Does this game have romance? Can I flirt with her? Is this flirting with her? I can't tell. I like you the same nonetheless. You do? Yes. I don't care much for Fable, the flawless hero. I don't think their stories would be very interesting. Fable, the messy adventurer with a heart of gold and an endearing personality, on the other hand, great non-guy. Might even be my favorite regular. Don't tell anyone else I said that. I won't. Thank you, Inkeep. And because I like you so much, I'm gonna keep giving you free advice. I hope so. What do you have for me? You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. Time for barkeep therapist. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. Hi, Nim! You'll have to find that out then. Like on a quest, for example. Don't you think I'm a little under leveled? Can I see your level? What level are you, girl? Actually, I think you might be non-binary. What level are you, non-guy? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? What if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows? You might even end up forming a party. Oh. Besides, if it's the perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and the future hero, charmer of nymphs, I'm going to embark on this quest and save the villagers, and I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yeah, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm gonna need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry lost Lycan. After all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Let's help them. Your choice can influence my fate. Oh, okay. Backseat mixing. Okay. I think... Hold on, I'm gonna test this myself. Okay, I have no idea then. Oh! I think it worked. Or maybe I just clicked them. Anyway. Let's give them charisma. Where's the charisma? What's the brawling one? This is the one with charisma. Alright, bestie. Let's get you a werewolf partner. I don't know what gender you would like to date. There you go. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better, braver, but farming. No, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tregarn, and I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I'll take this drink. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was just thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest. So... I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting on another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together. Oh, of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Bye, Fable. I hope Fable will be alright. I wonder what path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Oh, Emo Boy is back. Hello. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yeah, I get it. Could you try being more specific? The spoken heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Oh, that's it? Fine is all I'm getting. Well, time to make another spoken heart. I think this is my third one. One more, I think. Oh, I'm so bad at aiming these bottles. There we go. A spoken heart, just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Oh, okay. Charming. Charming. Are those even takeout glasses? Or did he just steal? Oh, that's a vampire and a dwarf. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ugh, not another one of those empty blabbers. You're right, there is no cape. I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems they've given ye some more dialogue options than most, but that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Wouldn't surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. Oh, get my ass. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you, I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree. You look much more delicious than they usually do. Thank you. Though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. Look at his face. They're so upset that they can't drink from me. Come on, man. A little decorum. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder. Is it quirky too? What thing? Ah! My cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fellow on his shoulder is an ooze. Or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye. Pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names? Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. Oh, he's making sure we're not a fae. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquette Dusang. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I will also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Alright, buddy. What is red? That's orange, that's blue, that's blue. I guess that's red. Don't know about giving a vampire who just said he wanted my blood a strength potion while he's in my tavern, but you know, whatever. He's a paying customer, and I need to pay my rent. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. It's very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite. No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frostgrip. Nice name. Good hearty dwarf name. Nice to meet. Yeah. Skip. Skip! Did I just get skipped? I got skipped. Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable. Tough like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Frosted Lagoon. There we go. That's the one. Up and at 'em. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1. There we go. Frosted Lagoon for you, Miss Dwarf. A taste of Ur, just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Bye, Nim. Let me try. I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me, deep in the mountains of Dovmer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and chirp. I'm not gonna slip for real. Gone I was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills ya? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped my gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food, she dug out me. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold. Oh yes, a big old gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Barovia. I think Kyle's friends with Strahd. Barovia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get you to Barovia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in this life did this man put this cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? Oh. Kyle, maybe we can find someone to retrieve your cape for you. I feel like I'm gentle parenting these two. We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that we need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Barovia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The Cape of Invincibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes, which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding! Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. Most shocking information so far, that this man is married to a woman. To show how important she was to me. Evelyn. The vampire Countess Evelyn residing in Marrow Castle? Marrow Castle? Vampires are anything but creative. That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape! Oh, for fuck. Ah, rats, here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape! What now? That little, mean, vicious, beautiful beast! Her! That thief of thieves robbed me of my most precious possession! Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago, but my cape... I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. We got a that's rough, buddy. Perhaps innkeeper. That's your name, yes? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if she ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep in the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. Be wary. She bites! And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up that quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so! That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Okay, I think the shield is stamina. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I memorize it. 1, 2. There we go. Good guess, me. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I'm consumed with the thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ye. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice, and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons. Could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, he's a moron. Oh, right. Innkeeper, do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that will also moisturize my delicate skin. I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? Vampire sunscreen. A thing, a beast made of several animals. Got 3 heads and all. Made the dragons to guard Gaia, like to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. It's Kyle's crying face is so pathetic. I'm actually kind of obsessed with it. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh. Nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted lord. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds. Especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, innkeep, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay me when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Damn. You too, tasty creature. Alright. Oh my god, there's so many. Um... Hold on. Okay. I think that works. No, it doesn't! Okay. Evelyn. Huh? Well, let's do the other one first. Quirky vampire, he wants to go. A wyvern chimera. What? Okay. Oh, okay. No, 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 no. I got it. It's that one. And then we get... Alright, bye V. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we can put the chimera's hatred of mice there. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. I can put quests together. For some reason, unfathomable to me, I knew I would be playing this game and it would involve a lot of talking. But for some reason, my lactose intolerant ass had a grilled cheese for dinner. So now I got mucus and shit. And it's given me some trouble. New friends and former enemies. 59th of the way. My shipment of infusions finally arrived. I now have access to some faith crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later. When I have some time, I have a feeling there'll be a few soon. Oh, Fable, you're back. So, innkeep. A drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Carolyn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you. I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well. And with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe him some of your dishwater at the very least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like a feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No. Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does! I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Oh. Elaborate, please? I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think she's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Carolyn. I didn't. Was there by chance? They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on a half-crescent dreaming moon of the quest. Fable. Right. The quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregairn right around dusk. The Asher Grove thins out there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wild fields and vineyards, so as well as see one farm from after the other. An idyllic sight, well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I'm no owl. Thank gods, you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing? Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it. So I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a "what?" So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you? A guard?" I was about to introduce myself when I heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf. Yellow gleaming eyes, gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws, he looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the wolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear. That old... My brain went to the C word. Hey, why can't I say that? Oh, it's thunder and lightning. Nice. What the... Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon. Smelled like Uncle Dragon. Fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen an old man in years. Was coping about it by joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable, angry, distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left, ran away, without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried, senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him, and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was to get those problems as far away as from everyone as possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him, and I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear, but it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course, but they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. Was. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the miscommunication feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him as best as we could. At the very least, would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though, so he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not on any human things or Vulcacan things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. They had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that? The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with a cure that he can so barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the seven moon and the secret of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of horse shit. Let me say it for you, Carolyn. It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another? Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together? got offered to spend the day at the settlement, but they don't serve anything strong enough for my taste. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back on the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Oh, said something about being, said something about it being for you in keep. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know. I promise. That wasn't that hard, was it? Well. So, drink? What can I offer you, Carolyn? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make me the usual. Strength never gets old. Can I use the infusions yet? No, I don't think so. Oh, okay, not yet, not yet. Alright, so we're doing a... Where's my recipes? Alright, the Southern Brawler. The classic. 1, 2, 3. 1. And blanco. Perfect. Thank you, Andu. Surprise! Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses. I've had a stressful day, night, morning, sequence of events. Alright, a swift strike for my not girl, my baby. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1. There we go. I can make drinks. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you? Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. Same. It is a talent. It's depressing. No, it's not. It's fine. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you later. Are you heading home, Fable? Yeah. I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first? Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was good at pretending to be charming. I think one is still flirting with them. And whatever, I'll do it. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. Huh. You're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carolyn first. but I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope he won't. I like this world, and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song, the world is gonna end, isn't it? Or a sad one. Or both. I'm gonna head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you. Can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Ooh, he took his hood off. Good evening to you too. Oh. This quest. It wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? Oh, he looks pissed. No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean, yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle. Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence! Me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has. Once. Had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night. Yeah. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yeah. Would guess she looked pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about the wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yeah, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to still steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something alive. For a goth. Or a vampire, which is what she is. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. The consequences being you? Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows and the wind. Gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly, gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. I'm just asking this. I'm asking this guy to steal things from a vampire just because I want something to put on the wall of my tavern. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Do you think she has like a coffee maker? She's got a Belleville in there or something? Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me. Along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No. Too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspired transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. Secrets. I have many. Grab me one. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before. Just yesterday. Yeah. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy. I spent hours just watching you from afar. Okay, creep. Come on, man. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after that adorable green one left. Like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with your knife. Alright, enough secrets. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. Oh, we can use infusions now. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Was finally able to unpack them. Infusions. Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? Frozen pinecone, fey crystal, phoenix chili. The frozen pinecones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier. Okay. The fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible, eventually, for a bit. I also got some phoenix cheese, but I don't think that would be very useful in your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature, so I must be strong and vigorous if I want a stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Strength I can do, and some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely, to outstealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose, so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity, and some invisibility could help with staying unseen should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, Innkeep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? Alright. Okay, they might. Alright. Maybe I should try adding an infusion first. Okay. First, an infusion. Let's do the fey crystal first. Where do I... There we go. And then... dexterity. Get you a good swift strike, sir. And then one of those and one of those. Did I fuck that up? Surely I did it. There we go. This is not the right drink? What do you mean? That is the right drink. That is the right drink, right? Swift Strike. What am I doing wrong? Let's pour that out. Start over. So 1, 2, 3. One of those, and one of those, and then a fake crystal. What do you mean? That's the right infusion, right? Oh, do I have to do... There we go. Okay, the infusion adds some stuff. Alright. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath? Not quite. But that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something in keep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Huh. Good one. It tastes like not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No. Only the absence of it, real man. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me. Goodbye, Enki. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the Realm Keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or a good story. Farewell. Alright. Zephyr. Oh, they got ages. Rhea is 175. Where is the Kyle in Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquette Dusan? Oh, Fable is 110. Carolyn is 36. And Zephyr is the baby. Edgy boy is the baby. Or for a bitter end. Oh, hey Carolyn. I'm taking this quest. And a drink. Which one is that? Oh, I think it's a Chimera. What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No. Your beds are just too comfortable. It's hard to get up. Of course. My apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? I think I already said that. Make me something strong that will make me up. Keep me up too. No infusion? Okay. Okay, don't think so. 1, 2, 3. One, two. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Carolyn. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. Uh-huh. I see it is my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating, and I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Oh, that's me. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen. Couldn't get more reckless than that. It could be by taking Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So the saliva's for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? That's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quest, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Does it bother you that it's for a vampire? No. Does it make you nervous? No. You did mention that you like fangs. Did I mention that I have a great sword 3 times the size of your head? I'm sure a vampire would find that impressive. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras still reach us all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So, stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss-poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous. Ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing, I'm asking. Yeah, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before, and I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? That's just about the garden, more about what created it. Maybe a little about the chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yeah, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met one of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. My star is one of those. Passed it on to me before she passed. Left. One day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family has a leaving problem. At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her going on this quest. It almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about the wyvern chimera? No. Was the only kind you never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones too. Different varieties of scales. Even a cow one, I think. But never found a wyvern one in all her years. Would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? I do. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are fascinating. And magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic. And their wings. They just asked them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic shit. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone. Not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Carolyn? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions. It's like I am selling her a thing. Now that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you? So I'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense. Or something for the brain. But I'll need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of phoenix chili would help you make you fire resistant. It can be very useful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your real chilies, or you go weird on the heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Alright. Let's give her the infusion. Which is the one frosty like me. Ooh, okay. 1, 2. There you go. Figured it out. Thanks. Feeling tougher already, and dangerously close to catching fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less often. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has the easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Bye, Carolyn. Another day gone. Working tirelessly at my thankless job at the tavern. I don't think any of these bitches even pay me. Am I working for quests? Hold on, I need to blow my nose. Alright, Starlight Sonata. 60th of the week. Oh my gosh! You're beautiful! Oh my gosh, she has little branches on her ears. Oh, we could be sisters. Hey, Inky. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true, I've been pretty busy with this hatching season. A lot to do? Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes. I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from whether or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Alright. She wants defense. Get her a frosted lagoon. 1, 2, 3. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I needed for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of the Boreas. I wanted to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll always be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But do you know what I'm most excited about? No, not the nymphs. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. That'd be Fable's reason. You're so right. If you do happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and the hot springs, especially around this time of year, when the mornings are a bit chilly, and the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints for this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from, being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course! As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Inky. See you soon. Oh my god, she was beautiful. I'm actually, pause. She was so good looking. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told him about Carolyn's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that? She told me before she left, in case she... She told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she'll be happy he's back. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course. We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the mood signs. So they told me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But I have one astrologer who knows a lot about the reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes, and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well, what is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Carolyn was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh! What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections, I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Oh, it's so cute! Using a lot of imagination. Who knows, maybe there's a world out there with this exact configuration of stars in the night sky. There might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Keep. I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Really? Somehow that fits. Your magic reminds me of it. A mere coincidence. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. Oh god. I've had this conversation way too many times in real life. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jack though. Are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Faber. But drinks... Not sure how to make those yet. Especially with those with the right balance. I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that'll keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Baby girl, not the girl. I say baby girl, gender neutral, but, you know. Baby wants a swift strike. 1, 2, 3. 1. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back? That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Oh, Kyle. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment, with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek, I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Perhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of my match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. They'll have some of those faux blood again. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. The strength potion, I believe. No one's ordered a sparkling nebula. Well, I could have given one to Carolyn, but I did not. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1. Some faux blah for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink levelingly titled the Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to ask a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad at this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also kind of bad for vampires. It is? Yeah. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from it, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepe with ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did. Though, I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would never have agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my pasca recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me? He asked about you. Me? Yes. Said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn was doing. He sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver your greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Okay, that's a threat. That is a threat. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not, the lying person said, lying. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together? I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat. And a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself, to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capable and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. The refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning. But maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me. And now she likes me. Oh my god, you are delusional. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. I'm gonna have to be honest. I think she still hates you, man. That is a very mean thing to say. I don't think you get to make that decision. Neither do you. No, but I can have faith in her heart. Isn't that what friendship is all about? That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said, what was it? Don't think too hard about it. Of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No. I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend. It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks! Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but what is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Big yikes. What is happening? Am I just gonna close the inn? Like, nothing happened? Well, I guess I closed the inn like nothing happened. Ooh. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me near the whole day to finish up all those little repairs. Oh, I wish I had looked at the building. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. Sunny breeze. Is it a... It's a charisma drink. A charisma and intelligence drink. Interesting. Oh! It says... It shows up where the quests are. That's cute. I will say that the mucus is getting to me. So I'm not sure how much longer I will stream. Phoenix chili. Alright. Let's do one more day. Oh, hello, mama. Am I just gonna say that to every woman that comes in? Like, maybe. Innkeeper. Jade. Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started that whole brawl? No clue actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times after all, though. I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. Found it in one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old... Yes. You can be honest, you know. You're not my type. Ouch. No, it's not okay. That's offensive. It breaks my heart. Perhaps your drinks are my type, though. What can I serve you? Something that'll keep my mind sharp. You never know what'll come your way next. Gotcha. Alright, let's give it a new drink. Okay, not the new drink. This one. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that was only 2. 1, 2. Perhaps you find this appealing. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, clearing out the latest town gossip after my most successful gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up an old job in Say Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of sealwool merchants at the edge of the plains. I, myself, am very fond of those creatures. You just mind your own business, but sometimes, they gotta eat. You know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zofort from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zofort, the seaport? Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It was. It still is. Sometimes at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was unrelated to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There's no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers in the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's gonna pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here, naturally. I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit preoccupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was not that affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Oh my gosh. Pause. I need to look. She's beautiful. Welcome back, V. Look at her. Oh my gosh, I'm speechless. Shooting stars. It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Defense, defense, defense. Alright, that one. The Frosted Lagoon. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1. 1. 2. There we go. Thank you, Anu. Please, enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy, strong. Flawless. I'm glad I could impress. I already forgot the voice I gave her. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else could it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I wouldn't worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia, help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. Hold on. Give me a moment. I need to parse out these syllables. My name is Elathia. Okay, Elathia. My name is Elathia Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the Gilded Sea. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I'm very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Elathia. Elathia? Snake dragon, maybe? Cassiopeia is the snake lady in League of Legends. I was hoping I could pull something out of my brain from the from Cassiopeia from the myths or something, but no. All I can think of is Cassiopeia. Hello, Fjord. Yes! Oh my god, every time a new character comes up, I'm like, holy shit. They're beautiful. Unfortunately, Jade here on the right has explicitly said that I'm not her type. So I already got rejected once. Now, when I tell you, this is more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I think, no. I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast, dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her, to take her to the carnival and the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realms of Cassiopeia, and the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. Hope you catch your bus, Fjord. Bye! That wouldn't do the place justice. But what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond your comprehension. It's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened. Perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom. When all the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, in keep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least, to help me start with my investigation. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best. Aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. What? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yes, Aletheia? I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So, I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about this when I return. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if you'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said and the little stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid, and they just get paid without working. I actually have no idea if they're working. Like, I don't know enough about the gods in this world to say if they're doing anything useful. Let's be cynical. Let's agree with Jade. That does sound a little unfair. Plenty. Which is why it's even more important that we take care of things here on Gaia. Oh my god! What am I looking at? Is that a rat worm on a string around his neck? Those are cats on his fingers. I'm a little dumbstruck. Oh my god, the rat on a string is alive. I think he's a golem. Or like a warforged? Alright, hold on. Let me pick a voice. Ayo! Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just your standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover anymore, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me, Innkeep. Give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Hey, yo, bro. I just think that's like the start of I Got a Boy by SNSD. Like, hey, yo, GG. Sure, vote 1. Ayo, bro. Cringe fail. Didn't you just greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade. Iniko. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? Oh no, he's Faye. What? What? I'd prefer if no one stole anything. Drakes. Got it. Can I have a drink then, if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Couldn't risk getting caught, after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery? That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. What the hell does he want? Swift strike then. Sure, man. Whatever the hell you want, whatever the hell you are. 1, 2, 3. I still think he's Fey. Can Golem be Fey touched? No worms, but perhaps it will suit your tastes. Oh wow, this is great! Amazing even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that, I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Cory? Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo! It's short for corruption. I'm so sad I don't have a face cam right now. I wish you could see the faces I was making. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere, all at once. Everything everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian? Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, TBH. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. My voice for him is shifting all over the place. Maybe that fits him, I don't know. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not literally, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Turn it way down, brother. Theft? Identity fraud? Shit! It's all goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through the game quickly. I see. Changeling then? Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. So I was right. He is Fey. He's a changeling. And good lord, what a changeling he is. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you here, Iniko? This and that, you know. Zenith seems like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by the giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern, Inky? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith, and good lord. Boom. Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about that. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Ha! Me neither. I don't know if these two people are the right people to try and convince to fix the city. I feel like I feel like more bad things would just happen if I tried to convince them. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The Aether Tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it and get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it isn't a problem. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you exactly aren't a traditional adventurer either, huh? No way! Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes aren't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of a group I met last week at Erove. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen. Didn't care. But I was nice to them too, you know? Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at the camp. Sat round the campfire drinking tea, munched on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full on rose and magical type of guy. Kept going on about how the Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh. Why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, my mythology really isn't my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Okay. You're my new best friend. Checks out. So, Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about, right? Nim incarnate. The start of something terrible. Tattered wings tainting the gilded sea and the dark shades of misery. Leaving nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing corruption at the foot of the Dalwall Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford. Though the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa. Seems like that guy was a real psychic. I guess divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaves said, "The wing shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell." Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void. Metaphors for a starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zelford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come and fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and were just bragging about it. Thinking I'd stop them, lol. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. So long, and keep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Iniko. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors to make quests. I get it. That sounds like the blurb on the back of some page turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well, then it's good that we aren't the same. Though I could technically be anyone. Even you. Don't. Drakes. I'm kidding! Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool. I'm off. See if I can snatch some coin off the streets. Good luck. Don't need any innkeep. Okay, I'm glad I was able to use my mucus for good there. A stranger comes into town who likes plum crepes and spooky armor. A spectacle last night left a mark on Piso, and now everyone agrees, but the cleric of Cassiopeia claims it was something sinister. A banshee, there's a slight unrest. Zenith is in shambles. Ooh. There we go. Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. The beautiful yet disastrous starfall left Zenith in shambles. The city surrounding farmlands are destroyed and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Is it the harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Alright. I know I said I'd do only one more day, but I kind of want to do another day. This is fun. Voicing is fun. Voices are fun. A new dawn, second of the astral moon. Oh, Rhea's back. I don't remember what voice I gave you. Didn't keep. Rhea, you've got any new lines for me? Perhaps, but I'll only trade them for new ones of your own. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Wanna tell me about that? No. I get it. You need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I'll go check if I serve that. Can I order both? No, I can't give her the other one. Actually, I want to check on profiles. Seraph, 25? She's one of the youngest? She's a Seraph. Okay. Oh, they have alignments? Chaotic neutral. Lawful neutral. Neutral good. Chaotic good. Chaotic good. Lawful good. Chaotic good. Chaotic neutral. I need Eniko and Kyle to like hang out. What if you don't? It doesn't let me not give them the drink that they don't want. So you can't. There's no like branching paths or anything if you fuck up. It literally doesn't let you serve it to them. Like here, let's try this. Let's just serve them full defense. This is not the right drink. I gotta feed it to Bestie. There we go. Frosted Lagoon. Some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I might be after this drink. Fair enough. You're climbing up there. I'm very happy to hear that. I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that? I'll try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip. Miss. My bad. Miss Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, keep it to yourself. Alright. Is Kyle here? I was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie has seen him. Thought maybe he had got crushed by a fallen star. Are you worried about him? No. I see. I think he should be waking up right about... There he is. Rhea! There he is. Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible phantoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Aye. Can you see her too, innkeep? Yes, very much so. By the dragons! So she is not a dream nor a fragment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. Would you like to see the gift I bought you? Gift? When I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. Ah, I'll help you put them on. Wait, oh my god, they're so cute. Wait. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. What do you think? I like them. They match my other jewelry, and the craftsmanship is decent. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure. At some point. Or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed onto Gaia like a rain of fire. Or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars. The rain of falling stars. Oh. So the empty night sky wasn't a dream? No. Guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks in keep. Does that mean I can drink another one without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I would like a try. Perhaps something that will make me strong enough to lift a star. Just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. You order the same drink every time, man. I don't remember the rest of it. Okay, now I remember. Here, my best attempt at supporting your star-lifting career. Oh, this is delicious. Do you think a molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So, what do you think about the star rain? It was very bothersome. I had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rockville cliffs. They better hurry and clean it all up. You got somewhere to be? Still have to get to the vampire to Barovia before I can get my hands on that gold. Who? Yee. Oh, splendid! I haven't been in Barovia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. But until then, I can search for other materials. Better ones even. That isn't gonna happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon horde? What? No. In what world do I look like a dragon? They are masters of disguise. What about you, Innkeep? Am I a dragon? You are? No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. Thank you? If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations? Ingredients? Don't you worry, I'm not trying to steal business away from you. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? No, for weapons. You're going to war? But I just got you back! I'm not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith then? I am. And I'm looking for the right material. Good night, V. I might stop streaming soon. Mostly because my voice is starting to hurt. But I'm having fun doing the voices. I am, and I'm looking for the right material to smash the next Ore Heart competition. I'm going to travel all the way to the Caves of Ur for that one. That's so far. Can I come with you? Exactly, DM voice practice. That sounds very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you're done. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes. Now that I know it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out into the night, I could see nothing but darkness. But then, as I stared at the sedating darkness, I could see an astral hairfish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding its place to rest for the impeding sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I would never have been able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. I would love to know how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours, Innkeeper? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting! You know this world never ceases to amaze with its natural wonders. Alethea. This was by no means a natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you? The Wonder Police? I am Alethea Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and the Chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Light. And I have returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I am happy to see that you were able to collect more information from my research. I am grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service, miss. What are these times trying? Me, and the wonderful people of Asteria. An empty night is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. I guess it's empty every time of the day now, actually. How does that not worry everyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sorts of things stop happening, this blabber would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. That is somehow more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would he be? I am indeed. That is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with the Marrow Castle? What is a castle? Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. Or rather, I came across his hands in my pockets, attempting to steal my most precious spell components. Luckily for him, I am not a very vengeful person. I believe in the redemptive power of second chances. And an effort. And he did make an effort not to steal from me again. Very wise. Did he travel with you? No, we went our separate ways. I believe he wanted to be left alone after narrowly escaping an encounter with a horrid vampire. Horrid vampire? They must have been very hungry. As they tend to be. Only if they're not eating responsibly. Who did you say you encountered again? Is Miss Elathia? A roguish wind echo. Ah, yes! A windy aftertaste is hard to resist, and the primordial blood is a delicious luxury. Speaking of which, innkeep. No. Are you from the primordial sea? Not in the slightest, but my blood would taste delicious, if I was willing to share it. I see. What about your blood, Miss Elathia? Are you out of your mind? Propositioning a holy woman for her blood? Well, you've got a lot of it. Fair question. And I need all of it to keep up my strength against the looming evils of this world. Without me, who would even care enough to investigate this whole mess? After all, none of you seem to care. Besides, a taste of my blood would probably reduce you to ashes. I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So, what are your next steps for saving us citizens? Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there is a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. I will start my investigation in Zenith and Themis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rubble more closely. Perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I find out what is going on, I'll put a stop to it. The stars have already fallen, lassie. Not a good lot you can do for them. Then I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order that this world that she herself does not fail. Couldn't agree more. I know you've got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you after all. If you're offering, thank you kindly. What can I get you? It depends on the approach I decide to take with this. I could focus on the investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connecting the threads, analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fall apart. And perhaps I would even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on theory, I might not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But you will be able to talk to them. That's always much more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself. Especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to be prepared for the worst case scenario. I could offer you some Phoenix chilies. Who knows what you'll encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. So either it's the right balance between intelligence and inspiration for the ultimate fireproof defense. I am not yet certain which path I should walk. You should trust the innkeeper with it. She always has the most wonderful solutions. Just this once, I shall. I'll make sure not to disappoint. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to give her. I kind of want to give her the brainy one because I don't really use it very often. I'll use the brainy one. Let her investigate. I'm sure she's strong enough on her own. Not that she is stupid, but... maybe that doesn't work. Hold on. Oh, okay. It's a different infusion. Oh, this one. There we go. I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people, not fight them. That is very true. This is an excellent drink. I'm already coming up with a 38-step plan. Perhaps we should start at the nearby Gaia temple. I heard it was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes will be sure to offer assistance. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you for your effort in helping this world innkeeper. Always happy to be of service. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed into the ground, so no, they are not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that falling stars make for an interesting type of material? For what? Yes! They would certainly be rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could you give us some insight on the impact conditions? I can't say I'm an expert in geology, though I feel I can make an educated guess. Nevertheless, sure, I would very much appreciate your assistance. Great, then I'm in. Me too! Do you know about geology as well? Or astronomy, perhaps? I know about astrology. And this all sounds so very exciting. I've been terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me on the mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help. That's very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it. I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all its million stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take the risk. I'm going on this adventure with you. And with you, Miss Elathia. Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeep. I shall return with conclusions and perhaps even mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. How exciting! Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find suitable material. Oh, hello. Hello. I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, miss? Melina. But Melly is fine. It's short for Melina. I see. Well then, Melly, what kind of drink would you like? Something tasty. Oh, I can't do a kid voice right now. Something that will give me fun new ideas. Oh, and some thunder sage. I don't have any money, but I've got something to barter for the drink. You don't need to pay, but I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. Alright, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much. Now I can accept the drink. Very well, let me see what I can do. Alright, we give a brainy drink to this child. some new, fun, and sweet ideas coming right up. Oh, this is perfect! I'm already feeling the energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm gonna hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worry about your hands. Okay. Oh, hey, you're back. Oh, Zephyr. Almost didn't see you there. I suppose I am as stealthy as a knight. No, as the knight. I meant as the knight. Sounds like you need a drink. Desperately. One that will help me remember words. I've been quiet for so many hours, I think I've forgotten how to speak. That explains why we're communicating telepathically right now. We are? No! Who the fuck are you? Was I too stealthy for you? No. Let's get you a drink so you stop cursing at the child. Detective. Stop cursing at the detective. Yes, of course. So my drinks don't come cheap. How much? I'll trade you for a trinket. Ah, one of those. One of those. What if I didn't find one? Are you trying to tell me you made it all the way through a castle without stealing a single thing? Here. Thought the place might like it. I'm so dumb I didn't even see what he added. Was it the clock? Ooh. Well, my tavern tells me it thinks it's beautiful, but is wondering what it might be. Thought it was smarter than that. Does your tavern want to guess what it is? I still have no idea what he added. You're not even remotely close. But imagine making a huge wax seal with it. I bet it would look so cool. You'd need a very big puddle of wax, though. I think such a large amount of wax would make it impossible to open any letters. Probably. It's a wall clock, adorned with hungry bats. One creature of the night telling time to another. A very inaccurate wall clock, it seems. It's nowhere near midnight. Its hands seem to have gotten stuck just before midnight for an eternity. Or at least since I found it. Will this do, or will I have to put up another heist? This will do just fine. Good. And because I'm someone that always keeps her promises, I shall now prepare a drink for you. One moment. Let's see if I have something that will make you more polite towards local detectives. Let's give him the sunny breeze. What? What do you mean that doesn't work? Oh, I guess I can't give him the sunny breeze. I gotta give him the other one. I think the sunny breeze needs some infusion. There we go. As usual. Politely, a drink. Did I accentuate the right notes? Sure did. consider becoming a musician. I'm happy where I am now, thanks. Now, will you be polite and tell me what happened? No. Why not? I don't even know who you are. I'm Melina, but you can call me Melly. No thanks. So, what else did you steal? Castles have many things, I heard. Nothing. Shouldn't you be at school? I don't go to school. I'm already smart enough. Do your parents agree with that? My parents are dead. And they didn't come back as ghosts to tell me to go to school. So it can't be that important. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's already been this many years since they died. Just kidding, I can count. It's been 7 years. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay. Did you avenge them? No, they got eaten by zombies. And the zombies got eaten by a T-Rex. Not a lot left to avenge. That makes sense. It does. Classic adventurer's tale. Right? I basically speedran my origin story. I've got dead parents as my motivation and a detective career to help make sure I can help other people. Because people didn't help you? Exactly. But it's okay. It made me into the adventurer I am today. And I like who I am. Doesn't it make you sad? No? What's your origin story? Yes, Zephyr. What's your origin story? It is far too dark for your young mind to handle. Best you don't know. Okay, what's your name? Blaze. But she just called you Zephyr. That's my middle name. Okay, I'll respect your fake name, but only if you tell me what castle you stole the innkeeper the clock from. Fine, it was Marrow Castle. I was on a dangerous quest to steal a precious cape from a murderous vampire. Did she kill you? Obviously not. Not so murderous then. She would have if she had caught me. So she didn't? No, I managed to complete the mission undetected. Thanks to the invisibility that took hold of my body, I was able to avoid the cohort of monsters she had put in my path. Only the dragons know what would have happened if they had spotted me. Weak and not prepared to fight. But they didn't. Even the living gargoyles with their lithic claws at her doors did not sense my presence. I waited until they were mid-argument to sneak through a nearby window that had been left open to grant spiders easy access to the castle. I heard Marrow Castle is very scary. Was it very scary? Yes. On a scale from 1 to parents being eaten by a T-Rex, how scary was it? In the middle, I suppose. Interesting. Did you run into any traps? I was able to spot and avoid them all thanks to my remarkable perceptive gifts. And your help. Anyway, I found the cape in your closet, hung up between ball gowns covered in rubies and diamonds. Did you take any? Maybe. So you're a thief? Obviously. Can you teach me how to be a better thief? I want to expand my portfolio. Why would I do that? Because I asked nicely. Forget it. Oh. I took the cape, along with whatever gemstones I could find, when I heard her approaching her chambers. Quickly, I hid among the dressing gowns, holding my breath to avoid making any sound. I thought I had made it through when suddenly she opened the closet doors. I was pressed so close to the wall I thought the wood would start vibrating in rhythm with my heartbeat. But she reached right past me, picked out the hat, and returned to her dastardly vampiric activities. What are vampiric activities? I don't know. Sucking blood, turning into bats, Scheming about blood? Lots of blood stuff, sounds like. Indeed. Did you make it out there easily, Blaze? I found a secret passageway that led below the pond, through the earth, and to the summit of Witch's Peak. Almost scared this strange cleric to death when I regained my visibility. She was ready to ignite me with her golden flames. That seems harsh for just a little jump scare. Are you sure your fingers stayed in your pockets? Who can say? Speaking of sleight of hand, where did you find that clock? It was sitting in a display case in the middle of a hallway that stretched on forever. Then how did you know it was in the middle? I could feel it. The case was locked, but with my expertise I was able to crack it open in no time. The antique clock stood right in between a ritualistic dagger and a vial of blood. And I thought it was strange that it was the only item without a tag, so I took it. A tag? She's very organized. Labels everything. Why would you display a vial of blood? Shouldn't that be in her pantry? Its label described it as the blood from the very first vampire. Mike. Mike? Mike. Judging by its position next to such a priceless item, the clock must be worth a fortune. In that case, thank you again. It will look great in my tavern. Indeed. It sounds like you would have been in a lot of trouble if you got caught. But I wasn't. Thanks to the innkeeper's drink, I not only survived, but also avoided the horror's wrath entirely. Sounds like a tasty drink. I would hope so. It seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. I'm lucky I survived once more. It's a miracle I made it past so many monstrous creatures without being harmed. Did you think you might die? When you took the quest, I mean. It's always a possibility. Then why would you go? Death is inevitable, such as life. At least you have your cape now. It's not mine. It belongs to another vampire. Another vampire? Yes. It was stolen from him in a lover's quarrel. The clutches of love always end in cruel tragedy. But the comedy it takes to get there is worth the ride. Only for those willing to suffer. Aren't we all? Speaking of suffering, I'm sure Kyle, that's the long-suffering, very comedic vampire Melly, would love his cape back. Could I extend the request to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had. You've done enough hiding for one day, don't you think? Professional hiding. Fine, I'll do a direct delivery, just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her. I'm such a shithead. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain. Try looking around Zenith. They couldn't have gotten far. What are they investigating? The Star Raid, as far as I know. That's what I was investigating. We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. I already drew a map of all the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they can extend it further, or even find the culprit of this curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go find them. For your cape and my notes. I'm going alone. You do whatever. With you along, I could never stay undetected. Wait for me. See you soon, innkeeper. See you soon, Melly. It's at the end of the day. I am so... My voice is dying. There's so much mucus in me. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this here because I am very tired, and also my voice is the mucus is trying to get to me. So thank you everyone who stopped by. Uh, and this was Tavern Talk. I really enjoyed it. I literally just use it as an excuse to make voices. I just realized the menu screen is a DM screen that's actually really cute. Um, but I really like this game. I think I'm gonna continue it on my own time. Um, my next stream is on Thursday. I'm going to be playing Civ 7 when it drops, even though by the time it's open to the general public, all the streamers will have played it already. But you know, whatever. I want my gimmick. So, peace out.